When I was 15 years old, I copied my best friend's homework without changing any of the details, but when our teacher noticed both of our homework looked the exact same, she immediately assumed that my best friend copied me. And so as punishment, she proceeded to grab him by the ear, throw him out the window, jump out the window herself to body slam him, lock him inside a cupboard with our school priest for 30 minutes, and then throw him into the meat grinder our school had just purchased for hot dog day. Anyways, what happens when movie companies copy each other's homework? Top 10 worst animated ripoffs by Phantom Strider.
For number 10, The Little Panda Fighter. They're ripping off Kung Fu Panda. My advisor said you might not know what movie it's ripping off. That advisor is now fired. This one was produced by the notorious Video Brinquedo.
Bro, isn't this just the eBay logo? So eBay is making Kung Fu Panda ripoffs. Okay, great. Like, it's literally just the eBay logo.
An evil Brazilian direct-to-DVD company intent on swindling every grandma in the bingo studio. Where to start with Panda Fighter? We have music that sounds more like a piano being smashed with a sledgehammer than it does a coherent tune.
Bro, that just sounds like your nan fell down the stairs and just smashed her head against a piano, even if you don't have a piano in your house. But I mean, bro, what is this? This is the Kung Fu Panda. What year was this even made? Surely, like, during this time period, that there would have been like more like better technology. This looks like it was made in like Microsoft Paint if it was like 3D. Okay, to be fair, it was released in 2008, and so maybe back then they didn't really have that much technology.
And of course, lip syncing was never even considered for a second. Screw timing it right. Just slam that Kung Fu Panda lookalike out before Grandma puts her specs on. Little Panda Fighter stars the moldy heaping blob of CG, known as Pancada. And in order for the creator to show off his ability to use the Photoshop filters, Pancada turns his dojo into a disco.
What, so instead of actually becoming the Dragon Warrior and like learning Kung Fu, real Kung Fu, he just decides to dance battle instead of actual like Kung Fu battle? And also, what are these NPCs? Bro, that is the most NPC clap I've ever seen in my entire life.
All the faces look very uncanny and strange in this one frozen expression, because most of the time they couldn't be bothered to animate a face different than about to pass gas in the Vatican.
Bro, they literally look like Logan Paul when he discovered like the dead body in the forest in Japan. They're just permanently shocked. Like there is no other expression, like no other facial expression. And this was meant to be a kid's movie, bro. You show your kid this, they're getting like nightmares for the next like 5 years until they actually, grow up and like become not a kid anymore.
The only plus? The English dub tried desperately to save this flaming car heap by giving a performance that wouldn't make your gut wrench.
Damn, that guy just got the most Looney Tunes knuckle sandwich I've ever seen in my entire life. They somehow did a more Looney Tunes knuckle sandwich than Looney Tunes themselves.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Polaris. I guess they must have drifted off for a sec.
But this is one car heap that had to be left to smolder. And coming in at number 9... What's Up? Okay, take a guess.
What's up, bro? They're not even gonna try to hide what they're copying. It's the exact same thing as well. They have, instead of just a house and like the balloons, they've got a hot air balloon attached to the house with some random like science laboratory next to it. I swear that's overkill. Like this is like unrealistic. Like the original Up was like slightly unrealistic with like the balloons and everything. But now you're gonna take the whole house with the science lab next to it? Okay.
Take a guess what this one is ripping off. Coincidentally enough, it was produced the same year as Up, almost as though it might have got a little inspiration from it. What a surprise! It's from our old friends Video Brinquedo.
Oh my god, this same eBay people.
Another amazing coincidence. It is my belief that Brinquedo never actually expected anyone to watch this. They just figured they'd throw a bunch of discombobulated CG together, assuming that everyone would get to the DVD menu, realize their horrible mistake, and throw the DVD into the fire.
I swear this looks like a bunch of asset rips as well. Because isn't this Daphne from Scooby-Doo? This is literally Daphne. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the exact same character.
Half the time, What's Up doesn't even bother with moving characters or animation. It's filled with these long, awkward moments of complete silence.
Young lady in our city, Amanda.
That's it?
It's like the voice actors...
It's like no narration or anything. They were doing CapCut animations in their movies before CapCut even released.
It's like the voice actors stopped to lament their life decisions while reading the script. The dialogue seems to have been written out in 10 minutes by someone with a very distant grasp on the English language. Our starring voice cast include Michelle Gabriel, who starred in Comrades and What's Up, the movie we're currently watching. And that's it. That is literally the only actor listed for this movie. My guess is that anyone else involved in this project demanded to have their identities kept secret.
Or maybe the creator of this video just grabbed whatever like relatives and family they could find, because no one wanted to agree to do this. Like, even if they were getting paid to do this, like no one wanted to be associated with this movie. Like, maybe they got their parents, their aunties, uncles, brothers, cousins to like voice act in this, and everyone said no except for like these 3 people and like the paid actor as well.
Demanded to have their identities kept secret for fear of never working again. I heard the voice actor for Eggman in there too, but I'm guessing I did permanent damage to his career just by stating that.
Wait, the voice actor for Eggman was in this movie as well? Okay, damn, that what an actual resume. What a resume.
Unless you're planning on using it as a paperweight, leave What's Up lying in the bargain bin for all eternity. And for number 8, Kiara the Brave. Welcome to the Dream Zone. This hideous abomination of the animation universe is brought to you by Smita Maru from Mumbai. Now, when you see this, you may think you're looking up the nose of your local car wash guy.
I mean, to me, it looks exactly like Shrek. It is 1-to-1 with Shrek. I literally can't tell the difference. I mean, honestly, this looks better than Shrek.
But it actually turns out we're looking at Kiara the Brave's eyesore of a city, and her modernly dressed people, despite being set in the medieval times. And the wizard has a laptop, because don't all wizards have a laptop? I don't blame the animators or voice actors, they're probably fresh out of school, desperate for a first project. But these characters really are some of the most misshapen dregs of animation I've ever seen. The characters jump and chop around the screen.
That's an actual clip from the movie. Bro, he's going sicko mode. He probably like accidentally unplugged his PC as it was like rendering the video.
Occasionally when the 7 planets align, the lip syncing will almost match what was originally said. Kiara is plastered all over the advertising, but she doesn't actually seem to have that many appearances in the movie.
Wait, what movie is this meant to... is this meant to mimic this one? I thought this was meant to mimic Shrek, because this person looks like Princess Fiona. Like, isn't this just Princess Fiona?
Almost as though they were just capitalizing on another franchise. Surely never. They even rip off Jesus too. That's just... wow. I guess sticking Jesus on your movie would allow more brand recognition?
And it looks like Jesus has a 1v1 against Satan, and I think he loses as well somehow.
I could never tell with Kiara the Brave if I'm looking at...
is that Satan or is that... Okay, what even is that? Why does Satan have octopus legs? Is this lore accurate? Why does Satan look like he's just come out of some random Japanese anime corn video? Like, he's finished filming the anime corn and like now he's come onto the set of this movie.
I could never tell with Kiara the Brave if I'm looking at a broken CRT monitor or just a really ugly China doll. Either way, these things are going to haunt my nightmares for weeks. And the 7th worst animated mockbuster is Leo Lion, King of the Jungle. Fresh from the streets of South Korea comes Jetlag Productions.
Bro, what a production company name. Why would you name your company Jetlag Productions? Is it because the company is based in South Korea, but like in order to get like cheaper labor, they hire everyone from like India and like Philippines, and by the time they fly over, they're always like so jet lagged from the flight because of like the time zone difference. And so every day when they're working on like animating this movie, they're always just so like constantly tired because they're just like fresh from the plane, and so they're always jet lagged. Is this the reasoning behind it?
And they're here to give us the most repugnant defacing of the Lion King we can imagine. Jetlag Productions also brings us such classics as Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Hercules, Hunchback...
These are the same videos that are produced by the same company? So the only reason why this production company exists is to rip off every single major Disney movie?
Jeebus, they've really got this formula down pat, don't they? They just recreate the box cover for every single popular Disney movie and then put something resembling a cartoon inside it. After all, once they're playing it, they've obviously already bought it. So who cares?
So basically, they're just trying to clickbait with the covers of the movies and stuff. Like, they trick people into thinking it's the real thing, and then when they play the movie, they just get this abomination. Bro, that lion looks like he hasn't slept in weeks.
You remember that endless assault on your senses that was Felix the Cat the movie? Well, this new middle finger to the cartoon industry rivals even Felix the Cat. The visuals are
I've
so
never watched
lazy
that.
and
Felix
unpleasant
the
to
Cat?
look at that watching paint dry will suddenly seem like a refreshing, thrilling experience.
Really? Is it really that bad?
If you must touch this deformed Lion King lookalike, do it with a 10-foot pole.
I mean, to be fair, it's not horrible. Like, it's definitely an animation. Like, at least it's not like obviously broken. I mean, I feel like if it wasn't a ripoff of The Lion King and it had its own, own original story, original themes, maybe if it wasn't in the jungle and about animals, I feel like this could have had potential. Like, the production company is definitely, capable of producing movies. Although it's a little bit strange how they decided to only directly copy The Lion King. And so honestly, if they had gone and made their own original movie, I don't think they would have been that bad. I don't think. Surely not.
And coming in at number 6, Jungle Book, by our old friends Jetlag Productions.
Again?
This is Jungle Book, in the most insulting sense of the word possible. I'm just going to call it Jetlag Jungle Book, because the most entertaining part about this movie is the name of the company that made it. It kind of gives me the comforting thought of flying away from bad movies like this.
I mean, it doesn't look that bad.
Is that meant to be Mowgli? He looks like he's been possessed by a bizarre alien body snatcher.
Nah, to be fair, it's not that bad. It's definitely a cartoon. It's not horrible. This guy is meant to be this guy. It's not horrible. It's honestly not horrible. It's definitely lower quality, although yeah, it's not horrible.
There's little to say about this one. Jetlag Jungle Book is essentially the I can't believe it's not Jungle Book that was universally banned as a visual poison by the FDA. And just to kick me twice in the nads, they make these poor voice actors sing their broken scripts out to assure that every child was screaming at their TV to stop.
Bro, this guy looks like he's seen something. He has seen something that no one should ever see. He was there. He was a witness, at the Diddy party. He was, there in the corner just watching, observing the Diddy party take place.
There's just nothing to say about the plot. You know who Mowgli's vaguely meant to be, as well as Baloo and Bagheera. Go watch Disney's Jungle Book or the live-action remake. But by all means, do not watch Jetlag Jungle Book. And the 5th worst animated mockbuster is The Frog Princess, made by, you guessed it, Brinquedo.
The eBay company again.
They reversed the 2 words in the title.
The princess and the frog and the princess. Wait, the frog and the prince? What?
You mean this isn't Princess and the Frog? How do they keep fooling me like this? The Frog Princess somehow manages to be among the most bland of the mockbusters, with our entire 40-minute story taking place in 2 rooms. As our
2 rooms? There is no world building in that entire movie? It all takes place in 2 rooms? Bro, that is not a movie. That is literally a PowerPoint presentation. There's literally only 2 slides.
As our highly shallow, dead-eyed princess quarrels with a king and a frog for 40 minutes.
You don't need to be afraid, my lady.
There really is nothing else to the story. Their expressions or posture or animation don't actually change. We have 2 voice actors for this movie, 1 lady and, once again, 4 kids Eggman. Sorry, man.
Wait, so that means the budget of this movie would probably be I don't know, maybe $50. It could be a movie less than $100. It maybe cost them less than $100 to make this movie. They just have to pay 2 voice actors and then 1 animator. But then the animator didn't really do much. They don't even have facial expressions or anything. I mean, maybe this counts as a facial expression. Is this mewing?
Now please prepare yourself to meet Prince Ziriguidum.
The 2 scenes for the Frog Princess seem to include the princess in her room and in the dining room. We never actually see outside the castle, but I suspect we're not missing out on that much. And for number 4, Little Princess School. What do you say to a movie that can't even be bothered to animate a flag flickering for more than 2 frames? Little Princess School attempts to capitalize on what else? The Disney princess market. All of the princesses go to princess school so they can learn to be beautiful.
Wait, so instead of just ripping off one movie, they've gone like for a 5-in-1 combo deal. They're just gonna rip off 5 at the same time. We have Aladdin, we have The Princess and the Frog, Cinderella. Who's this person? And then we have Snow White.
That doesn't even make legitimate sense in a sentence. If your 3rd grade teacher heard you using that kind of grammar, you get a severe talking to after class. Produced by Morningstar Entertainment. I'd like to once again say that the most fascinating parts of these movies are the bizarre names of the companies churning them out. This time the creators just said, screw it. Maybe if we stick something resembling the princesses in one movie, surely someone's bound to mistake one of them for the real thing. I think even the criminally insane could determine the difference between this Disney princess and the flat-faced garbage pail imitation princesses we have here.
I mean, to be fair, it's not horrible. Like, you look at this, it's not horrible. Like, especially since it was made in, like, early 2000s, I assume. Like, this sort of looks like Pop Tropica, like, sort of a art style. Like, it sort of looks like this. Like, this is a legitimate art style.
Like all good broken mockbusters, the animation just stutters about, and the voice acting seems to be in a completely different universe to the actual animation occurring.
Look, even the stones are running away from us. It must be some kind of windstorm.
What am I even watching?
It sounds like they're in pain. It sounds like Snow White was in pain. What is she even saying? She just started groaning in pain mid-sentence while Jasmine from Aladdin was like saying her spiel.
It's even a bad message, mostly about the princess's strange, foreign, awkward alien methods to get guys to kiss them.
You're right. It's strange.
Does the demographic for Little Princess School even know what a kiss is? I'm not quite convinced the writers knew what a kiss was.
Bro, who the frick is this person? Is this meant to be the mirror on the wall? Yeah, I think it's meant to be this person, the mirror on the wall. But instead of being like a mask and like some like, you know, like anonymous, like Sigma creepy sort of guy, it's just this abomination.
Horse open sleigh, or the fields we go.
Oh, come
Or
on!
the fields we go. Like iron ore, like in Minecraft. Instead of over the fields we go, or the fields we go, are we just encouraging like the princesses to like, you know, do child labor, like just mining in the coal mines? We gotta get those coal ores before Elon whips us.
Oh, come on! O'er the fields we go? They can't even get the song lyrics for Jingle Bells right? Freaking Jingle Bells? That's on par with botching up Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Okay, we've been subjected to enough. I swear, I'll never complain about Disney stereotyping princesses again. And the 3rd worst animated mockbuster is An Ant's Life by UAV Corporation.
UAV? Wait, like the COD, like Call of Duty UAV? They turned that into a real production company?
Uh-oh, they changed the word bug from ant. This is a really bad hair day for Flick. I thought Jetlag Productions was bad, but I had yet to witness the horror that was the dreaded UAV Corporation.
Bro, this looks like my school project when I was like 11 years old in primary school. Like, it almost looks like stop motion animation, but like with Play-Doh and everything.
I'm Josephine.
Thankfully, An Ant's Life is mercifully short. At only 25 minutes, the creators were gracious enough to not turn their demented eye torture into a full-length film.
Jeez, the flying animation is crazy. They're just hovering in the sky without even flapping their wings.
In fact, the original DVD was so horribly awful that they didn't even feel confident selling it on its own. It was packaged with a bunch of Warner Brothers cartoons because they knew they should be paying you to see this movie. And
Dee-dee.
Bang.
Bang.
what even is this?
Did I just witness 2 ants diddling each other?
Am I watching weird CG ants? And every color is washed out like you're looking at a nuclear waste site. Real bugs are prettier than this.
Oh my
If you want
god,
to
are
get-
those lizards? Jesus. Those are lizards? So every single animal in this movie can only be like maximum 2 colors, like maximum 1 color. There's no detail, no shading, no shadows.
If you want to get out the door and out of your house, An Ant's Life is the movie to do it. You'll be so desperate to leave your house, you'll be tearing down your door and sprinting down the road in maddening terror. And the second worst animated mockbuster is Ratatouille. Brinquedo.
The eBay
is
company.
Back, and they bring us their darkest, worst creation of all time. But I've mentioned Ratatouille before in worst animated movies, so I'll be brief. But there really is just something uniquely awful about Ratatouille that separates it from all the rest.
It sort of looks like they've just grabbed the first free rat asset that they've found on the internet and just chucked it in some sort of animation. There is no background either. Why is the floor all like checkered and everything? It looks like they're permanently in like a barber shop or like a bathroom.
Its dialogue sounds more like a long, boring tutorial teaching foreigners how to form basic, coherent English sentences. The lips will flicker along from frame to frame, in no way attempting to actually match the voices. Characters will randomly glitch up on screen and jump from one place to another.
Bro, what is that walk animation?
And it just goes on and on. Completely irrelevant, uninteresting restaurant banter is just basically continued for half the movie. And why? Why did they give the rats lady parts and make them wink to the camera? Was the creator trying to inspire rat cosplay?
And also, why do the rats have like hair as well? Like, I don't think that's like part of the real Ratatouille. Like, none of the rats have like human hair.
There is zero structure to Ratatouille. We jump from one scene to the next, and it wasn't until I looked up a synopsis on the internet that I actually figured out what was going on. I will never understand why my favorite anime English voice actors chose to take part in this. I know English dubbers are poorly paid, but surely it would do them more harm than good to have this movie on their resume.
Ratatouille.
Wait, so even the anime English dub voice actors hopped onto this? The anime English dub people get paid so little that they have to hop onto this. That is insane. And after voice acting for this one, they never got hired ever again.
And the number one worst animated mockbuster is
A Car's Life.
Car's Life. It is among the worst animated movies, and I think it is the worst animated mockbuster of all time. Welcome to the bottommost rung of our ladder into the pile of crap that is mockbusters.
Bro, why are the eyes so wide apart? It looks scary. It genuinely looks creepy. And this is meant to be a kid's movie, bro. The cars are gonna give people nightmares. They look like Sid the Sloth. Like, all of the cars look like Sid the Sloth. Like, they've just gone and turned Sid the Sloth into a car.
A place where voice acting is a momentary afterthought of verbal exclamations. All colours resemble bodily fluids, and the animation is traumatizingly bad enough to make samurai seppuku seem like a viable option. Welcome to A Car's Life.
Bro, the wheels aren't even moving. The wheels are not even moving in the animation. They're just skidding, permanently skidding. Their wheels are like locked into place and they're just like sliding across like ice.
A Car's Life was made by one guy, most likely in a sweatshop while he was drunk. And notably, he was so ashamed of this Cars mockbuster that it is nearly impossible to find a single trace of Sparkplug Productions on the net.
I mean, at least this animation was kind of cool though. I mean, yeah, slightly unrealistic, but I mean, I guess he's flexing his animation skills on us.
There really is no grasp of character personality, stories, stakes, or even a basic grasp of the English language in this animation black hole.
Uh-oh, it's getting late.
I know it's the middle of the day, but I could only be bothered to animate one frame in the sky.
What, so they're at a funeral, they're at their friend's funeral, and like, you're just gonna like dip like, oh, it's getting late? You're just gonna dip like that? No respect? No, like that's zero respect at all?
There is one music soundtrack. Just one. It's about 10 seconds long, and it is just awful.
Oh, it goes
and A
over
Car's
and over.
Life contains a voice so ear-piercing, so wretched, that it actually gives Fred and Annoying Orange a run for their money.
Bro, what is that thing? That looks like the Sully Mike Wazowski face swap meme. It looks like this, but like a car. It looks like it's in pain. It genuinely looks like it's in pain.
Ear-piercing, so wretched, that it actually gives Fred and Annoying Orange a run for their money. They're still worse, but this voice is a close second.
Because a car is a little different doesn't mean a car.
Could we not have possibly done, I don't know, 2 takes? But then, the evil villains very slowly approach them. Then they slowly start to lower their cranes on top of them. Our heroes could, of course, I don't know, move away from them? But I guess the 10-cent animation budget had run out by this point, so our heroes are doomed. Yay! We get to watch this pink abomination of nature cut to pieces. Though, as if to give one final middle finger to the director, even her death cries sounded unconvincing.
It sort of sounds like she got diddled rather than, like, killed.
A Car's life is the most disastrous dump on an already bad movie I've ever seen. Oddly enough though, I actually kind of recommend it. It's only 40 minutes, but it truly has to be seen to be believed. I recommend you check it out with a friend and have a few quick laughs.
Okay, how do I find this movie? A Car's Life? Okay, apparently the entire movie is on YouTube. It's 40 minutes. Okay, I don't know whether I can watch this. I guarantee I'll end up like just banging my head against like a wall by the end of it. Okay, if this video gets 10,000 likes, then I will watch the entirety of A Car's Life and we will just watch it together.